will begin this morning's general session of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners for April 7th, 2026 with the, if you haven't yet, please, and I'll do it while we're speaking, please mute your devices. And we'll begin this morning's meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance led by Commissioner Crawley.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So April is Child Abuse Prevention Month. So before we move into today's agenda, I want to take a moment to welcome some very important guests with us that are here this morning with us. It is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. And here in Franklin County, our children deserve our attention and our resources and our collective commitment. I'm honored to introduce two leaders who give that commitment very real meaning every single day. We have with us today Chip Spinning, the Executive Director of Franklin County Children's Services, and Tashia Safford, the President and CEO of the Center for Healthy Families. Chip and Tashia, please come to the podium, and if you need to, well, one of you needs to, the other one doesn't, but you can move the podium up and down with the button that's on your right.
Good morning, and
Maybe
thank you.
Tashia could move it up and then move it back down for Chip.
This is a good duo here. We'll figure it out. Thank you so much.
But
President Oakley.
take the podium and then you can introduce your colleagues. And share with us how the community has come together this month to protect children and support families.
Good morning, and thank you to our elected officials, to our Commissioners O'Grady and Crawley, as well as to our county prosecutor. April is Child Abuse Prevention Awareness Month. And for the last 5 years now, the Center for Healthy Families, along with our Child Protective Agency, Franklin County Children's Services, has partnered to bring more awareness, because this really is about how do we create opportunities for all families to be healthy and stable. In front of you, Commissioners, we do have pinwheels, which is our symbol to recognize the need for all of us in the community to come together to make all families healthy and well. I have my partner with us, so if you haven't noticed, we were able to turn our city blue from our bridge to City Hall to Franklin County Children's Services and a number of other buildings. Also, throughout the county, you'll see Ikes that create the awareness, and that artwork was done by one of our young people, Mackenzie. We also have our young people, which are the most important people. Come on up. That will speak about our why, and Chip will tell us about our breakfast and our hope theme this year.
So before we get to the main show here, and really who we're really all about, the youth, to speak here for a moment. This year's theme is Powered by Hope and Strengthened by Prevention, and tomorrow we'll have our Child Abuse Prevention Breakfast. What's critical about prevention and all this work is we can't do it alone, so it takes all of us. And in the moment of a crisis, the work needs to be done in advance. And so the ways that we support families with, high quality child care and stable housing and mental health supports, and really just helping them create social connections which build protective factors for the family is really what it's all about. And we can't do this work alone. And so at this time, tomorrow we'll have our breakfast at the Boathouse, and look forward to seeing everybody there. So at this moment, we'll have our youth speak.
Hello, we are members of the Center for Healthy Families, Black Girls and Young Women's Collective, here on behalf of the Center and Franklin County Children's Services, Malika, and Youth Advisory Board Program. We are here to invite you to join us in observing and raising awareness about National Child Prevention Month. Before we go further, we would like to introduce ourselves. My name is Journey Bonner. I'm a junior at Bishop Hartley High School, and I'm here because I feel that every child deserves to feel safe and protected in their home.
My name is Yavian. I'm a junior at The Ohio State University, and I sit on the Youth Advisory Board as their president.
National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Recognized nationally since 1983, April is National Child Abuse Prevention Month. During this time, organizations such as the Center and FCCS lead efforts to combat and raise awareness about child abuse and its devastating impact in our community and beyond. Child abuse is defined as actions or failure to act by a parent caregiver that causes harm or puts children at risk. Child abuse can manifest in many forms, including neglect and endangerment, and can include physical, emotional, or sexual abuse. It can occur in a child's home, school, or groups they interact with. Child abuse affects more than 3 million children annually and causes death of 3 children every day. Locally, this is an issue that impacts thousands of children and families. In 2025, the majority of referrals calls to Franklin County Abuse Hotline, representing roughly 6 out of every 10 children, raise fears about children being physically abused. And 1 child out of every 6 was alleged victim of sexual abuse. Concerns were raised that nearly 23,000 children in our community may have experienced abuse or neglect. A deeper look into the data, we see that most of those boys, girls, and teens, about 3 out of every 5 were Black, brown, or youth, and the largest percentage were Black girls. In 2021 alone, Franklin County Children's Services received reports of more than 7,200 incidents of abuse and or neglect concerning Black girls. These figures further highlight the importance of protecting Franklin County children and supporting National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Call to action. Throughout April, the Center's Black Girls and Young Women's Collective, along with the FCCS, Malika and Youth Advisory Board programs will actively participate in City Council and community meetings to advocate for child abuse prevention. So how can you and others in this room join us in the mission? Throughout April, the Center and FCCS are hosting series of events to educate the public about child abuse prevention. Advertisements. In partnership with our friends at Orange Barrel Media, Ike's, and in Short North downtown areas will display National Child Abuse Prevention advertisements. If you see one of those ads, we encourage you to snap a picture and share it on social media tagging the Center for Healthy Families. Pin will display on Saturday, April 11th from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Center and FCCS, alongside volunteers and city leaders, will create a display of blue pinwheels at Columbus City Hall, followed by a solidarity walk. The color blue is inspired by Michael, a 3-year-old boy who tragically lost his life due to abuse and represents hope and remembrance for all children affected by these issues. City Hall illumination. Throughout the week of April 13th, Columbus City Hall and other partners will illuminate blue lights in support of the National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Wear blue. On Thursday, April 8th, we encourage everyone in this room, all Ohioans, to wear blue to work, school, and community events in observance of National Child Abuse Prevention Month. Snap a selfie or take a photo with your friends, family, colleagues, and photos to social media, tagging the Center for Healthy Families. And the is at Centers for Healthy Families. And use the hashtag #WearBlue 2026. Child Abuse Prevention Breakfast. Franklin County Children's Services will be hosting a Powered by Hope, Strengthened by Prevention on Wednesday, April 8th for their annual Child Abuse Prevention Breakfast. The breakfast will bring awareness to abuse prevention, honor community advocates, and award scholarships to college-bound youth and agency care. Preventing and reporting child abuse is collective responsibility. We believe all Central Ohio community members have an active role to play in ensuring children lead positive, safe, and thriving lives, and that their families and caregivers give the information and support they need to create safe spaces for their children. More than a color, this is human issues that impact innocent lives each day. This month is about intentional action and using our power, our voices, our networks to advocate for those who can't advocate for themselves. For more information on events and resources, visit the Center for Healthy Families website and follow the center on social media. Thank you for your time. We look forward to working together to raise awareness about this important issue.
We appreciate your time today, and thank you for helping us support raise awareness about Child Abuse Prevention Month.
And thank you again. If you have time on your schedule, please meet us in front of City Hall on the lawn between 10 and 11, where we'll be planting more than 500 pinwheels. Thank you.
Thank you.
Commissioner, do you have anything?
No, thank you all for being here. We have resolutions for both of you all, but I do want to say, excuse me, thank you so much for all the work that you do. Thank you for presenting this morning, but Chip and Tashia, really appreciate your the work that you do each and every day to make sure that families have resources, that children have safe and stable places to lay their head. Obviously, I have talked about it in the past. My work with CASA eons ago, and so, had the opportunity to see child abuse and the impact that it has on children as well as families long term. And we also know that child abuse impacts the life course of a child, their ability to learn, to thrive, to live a healthy, productive life. It's hard to do without interventions. And so I know here at Franklin County, we are committed to always making sure that there are resources, especially for our youth, but to support families. We could take a picture.
Yeah, thank you for everything you guys are doing. This is at the heart of what we do every day. We have resolutions for you, but we want you to come up so we can get a picture. Gotta give Scott something to do. You guys gotta close this way. This one's for you. How are you? Thanks, Chip. And I give you a hug. Good to see you. Good. Thank you for that. How are you? Good. See you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, see, I asked that question. Good. I'll let them know. Oh, hey, Zach, will you do me a favor and give these guys? And Chip, our tower is also blue in recognition of Child Abuse Prevention Month.
Thank you.
What's that? Kale said it is.
Yes, starting tonight.
Today, it will be.
Starting today. There you
Yeah,
go.
and then for Swaco and Earth Street. Yep.
Green for Swaco.
This week it's blue.
Ah, beautiful. All right, thank you. All right, can I get a motion for the approval of the minutes of the March 19th, 2026 briefing session and the March 24th, 2026 general session?
So moved.
Second,
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes.
Thank you. The minutes have been approved.
All right, to the engineer.
Resolution number 21926. Resolution authorizing the execution of a release of easement in Rowe Estate subdivision, Franklin County, Ohio.
All right, we have a public hearing for the resolution.
Commissioner Dunn.
Oops, I'm sorry, that's the next one.
Yeah,
I was moving on.
I appreciate the efficiency.
Just trying to get things moving.
Commissioners, good morning. Nick Soulis on behalf of County Engineer Adam Fowler. Commissioners, this resolution resulted from a property owner that approached the county. The property owner owns lots 4 and 5 in the Rowe Estate subdivision, which was platted in 1978. There is a utilities easement that runs through right in between lots 4 and 5, and she wants to vacate that easement, to release that easement so that she can build a house on her property. The engineer's office did the research. There are no utilities located within the easement area, and so we feel it's appropriate for the commissioners to approve this resolution releasing the easement so the property owner can develop her property. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 219 and 26.
Second,
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes.
Resolution number 21926 has been adopted.
All right. We have a public hearing for the resolution 20526. Can the clerk please read the public hearing?
Plans approved for the Kropp Road Drainage Outlet Improvement, Part 2, Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
All right, I'd like to open a public hearing for this resolution. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak on this public hearing? Seeing no one, I'll close the public hearing and have the clerk read the resolution into the record.
Resolution number 20526. Plans approved for the Kropp Road Drainage Outlet Improvement, Part 2, Pleasant Township, Franklin County, Ohio.
Commissioners, this particular project, as stated in the title, seeks to improve the drainage outlet along Kropp Road associated with Kropp Ditch. This project is funded with OPWC dollars, and approval of this resolution will approve the plans and estimates and specifications, which will allow us to sell the project later this spring. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 20526.
Second,
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes.
Resolution number 20526 has been adopted. Resolution number 20626. Report 15th of the Franklin County Engineer establishing sums of compensation for a portion of the owners of property abutting Frank Road, County Road number 125, at Brown Road, County Road number 142, and Hardy Parkway Street, and Frank Road, County Road number 125, at Brown Road, Township Road number 142, Franklin Township, Franklin County, Ohio, in the amount of $119,043.
Commissioners, this resolution seeks compensation for one property owner along this Frank Road project. Funded with OPWC and ODOT safety dollars, we're seeking to improve a signalized intersection and a stop-controlled intersection with 2 modern roundabouts there. We negotiated with the property owner prior to the commencement of the project. We were unable to successfully negotiate it, so with the assistance of the prosecuting attorney's office, we did commence appropriation proceedings. But again, thanks to the prosecutor's office's help, we were able to successfully negotiate in mediation. So this resolution would approve the settlement of this particular piece of litigation and award compensation to the property owner. So pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 206-26.
Second,
Moved and seconded voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
yes.
Resolution number 20626 has been adopted.
Thank you, Commissioners. Have a great day.
Thanks.
Thank you.
The Office on Aging.
Resolution number 20726. Resolution authorizing the Franklin County Office on Aging to enter into an agreement with Levy Premium Food Service for food and non-alcoholic beverage services in the amount of $15,000.
Good morning, Board of Commissioners and County Administration. Larice Collins, Chief Financial Officer. The Franklin County Office on Aging, in partnership with Columbus Clippers, hosts Franklin County Office on Aging Day, commonly known as Senior Clippers Day at Huntington Park each year. This annual event offers adults age 60 and older discounted ticket options with reserved seating available for $6 and bleacher seating for $5, making it accessible and enjoyable and an enjoyable outing at the ballpark. Senior Clippers Day brings together older adults from across Franklin County to experience the tradition of baseball while connecting with peers in a lively, community-centered setting. Attendees can also explore a variety of local organizations and sharing resources and information throughout the event. During the game, seniors will receive a complimentary boxed lunch and bottled water provided by the Office on Aging. Transportation is also available at no cost for senior groups of 10 or more, made possible through the support of our community and grant-funded partners. Celebrating its 24th year, the Office on Aging requests May 21st, 2026 to be proclaimed Franklin County Office on Aging Day with the Columbus Clippers and seeks approval to provide lunches for older adults attending the game. This agreement will allow Levy Premium Food Services to provide no more than 1,200 lunches, including bottled waters, to Franklin County seniors for a total dollar amount not to exceed $15,000. Pending any questions, we seek your approval of this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 20726.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 20726 has been adopted. Resolution number 20826, resolution authorizing a contract agreement with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center Department of Emergency Medicine for on-site case management services.
Thank you. In 2023, the Office on Aging partnered with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center East Hospital to pilot the placement of the bridge team, placing on-site case managers within the emergency department of OSU East. Following the success of the pilot, the program has transitioned to a sustainable model with one full-time case manager on site Monday through Friday. The case manager receives referrals from the emergency department, inpatient units, and Talbot Hall, and works closely with the hospital staff to develop discharge care plans. Through this coordinated approach, older adults are connected to essential support services such as nutrition programs, emergency response systems, and other FCOA services. In the past 12 months, more than 580 older residents have been assessed through this program, and we have operated without additional cost to the county. The Franklin County Office on Aging seeks authorization to enter into an agreement with the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center Department of Emergency Medicine to continue case management services for the period of April 11, 2026 through April 10, 2027, with the option to extend for 2 additional one-year terms. This resolution supports goal number 9 of the Franklin County Rise Together Blueprint, and pending any questions, we seek your approval of this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 20826.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley,
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 20826 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Economic Development and Planning.
Resolution number 20926, resolution authorizing the county administrator to execute an intergovernmental working agreement between the Franklin Soil and Water Conservation District and the Franklin County Board of Commissioners on behalf of Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department to support conservation of soil and water quality protection efforts in the amount of $57,120.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administrators. Ramir Fitzpatrick, Planning Administrator with EDP. This resolution seeks your approval for a working agreement with Franklin Soil and Water for the time period of January 1, 2026 to December 31, 2026. Franklin Soil and Water is a conservation, technical, and educational service agency, and through this agreement, they will provide assistance to Franklin County in meeting Ohio EPA's Small Municipal Separate Storm Sewer Systems general permit requirements for construction site storm water control and post-construction stormwater management. In addition, Franklin Soil and Water provides natural resource services to EDP for review of development proposals and planning activities. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 20926.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 20926 has been adopted. Resolution number 21026, Resolution to adjust the boundaries of Montgomery Township, thereby making them conform to the boundaries of the City of Columbus. Case number ANX 426.
Commissioners, this next resolution is a boundary conformance petition for 980.44 acres, more or less, previously annexed from Blendon Township to the City of Columbus under the expedited Type 1 procedure. The area to be conformed to the boundaries of Montgomery Township includes parcel ID number 600-346992 and a portion of the Walnut Road right-of-way. The City of Columbus has passed an ordinance accepting the territory and authorizing the Director of the Department of Development to file a petition for conformance of the boundaries. The petition meets all statutory requirements outlined in Section 503.07 of the Ohio Revised Code. The Board of Commissioners is required to grant this petition. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval, Resolution 21026.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21026 has been adopted. Resolution number 21126. Resolution authorizing an agreement with Greater Columbus Sister Cities International for services that foster economic opportunity and cultural partnerships between Franklin County and international communities in the amount of $225,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Harrison Zeller, Economic Development Administrator at EDP. This last resolution seeks your approval of the 2026 annual partner contract with Sister Cities to encourage international commerce and relationships. The term will be from January 1 to December 31st, 2026. And under the terms of this contract, Sister Cities will continue developing and implementing programs and Sister City trips to promote economic impact, as well as facilitate continued discussions about adding future Sister Cities throughout the world with direct connections to Franklin County and its residents. With us today, we have Jamie Staley, Executive Director of Sister Cities, to share her highlights of their accomplishments and great work. And after her remarks and pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution. Take it away.
Thank you. Good morning, Commissioners. First and foremost, I'd like to say thank you. This year marks the 30th anniversary of Sister Cities operating as a nonprofit in Franklin County, and we would not have been as successful as we have been without the close partnership that we have with the Franklin County Board of Commissioners and all of the agencies that we have the opportunity to work with. As Harrison indicated, we do a lot of different kinds of work in Franklin County, but some of the things that I'm most proud of happened here just about a month ago, in which we welcomed visitors from our sister city in Dresden, Germany, on an economic development delegation focused on apprenticeship education, working with Columbus State and other local partners to try to identify ways that we can represent young people in our community better. And this delegation met with a variety of officials from throughout Franklin County to try to identify ways that we could learn best from one another moving forward. This year we have many exciting things on the books, most of which are focused on economic development impact here in Franklin County. But we will also be doing some fun cultural and education activities as well. In fact, our Pesto champion from last year just competed in Genoa, Italy, and had an incredible experience with our partners there in our oldest sister city. So the bottom line today is thank you. We're incredibly grateful for the work that we get to do in partnership with you. And I'm happy to take any questions that you might have.
Well, before we vote on this contract, I have to say that I can't vote for this passage because until you sing me happy birthday.
Commissioner.
Jamie calls me every year and wishes me happy birthday and then sings to me. And you didn't do that this year.
Indeed.
And so I think you need to sing me happy birthday.
Commissioner.
This morning here in general session.
As much as I appreciate their commission rights.
She's an opera singer, for goodness sakes.
I implore you to move forward.
I at least
with our
had to
vote
embarrass you in front of everybody before.
It wouldn't be a general session if that wasn't the case. But the work that we do really is very important to the folks of Franklin County, and you have been, along with Commissioner Crawley, at the heart of a lot of what we've been able to do. So thank you, and happy birthday.
If I may, President O'Grady.
Please.
Thank you, Jamie, for being here. Obviously, continue to be supportive of sister cities in this resolution today. But, any opportunity that we have to really educate the public on what you do and how impactful the work is with sister cities, with your organization, but with our sister cities around the globe, and how we benefit from sharing ideas, best practices, learning about different cultures, and really looking at how the world does business and how we can implement those things here in Franklin County and move Franklin County forward. I think a month or 2 months ago, I did a Franklin 5 just on our trip to Reggio Emilia, where we went to Genoa. I got to meet the mayor, and she's impressive, and learn about Genoa and our relationship there. But also going to Reggio and taking a team with me, and how we have been actively working to implement the Reggio framework into the work that we're doing here and what we're trying to envision for Franklin County. We have a saying in the early learning space that, by 2050, access to early child care should be seen as a birthright. And Reggio and the framework that we learned about absolutely fits into that, and making sure that children can learn and we see them as individuals who are capable of teaching us, right, and learning from all of their environments, but also how joy is a part of learning, and how a whole community rallied around that thought of education and how are the children, and that the health of the community is based on how well children are doing. And I think that's important for us in Franklin County as we continue to be a growing city, and envisioning a world where our youngest residents will be our future leaders. And so really appreciative of that. We continue to meet to talk about that and how we can implement those practices. But we also got to see how when we went to Brazil and learned about their bus rapid transit system that's been in effect for decades, right? And then we end up passing a ballot initiative to bring BRT here, and that was insightful from what worked, but also what didn't work. And so I will always advocate for leaders traveling abroad, as well as locally. We do that a lot as well. But we don't have all of the ideas here, right? And we can always learn from others as others learn from us. And the only way that we can do that is in partnership, and that's why your organization is very, very important, and I will always continue to support it.
Thank you for that.
Jerry?
Thank you. We're really proud. I'm sorry, Commissioner. We're really proud that we get the opportunity every day to work with visionary leaders that are not certain of the absolute best way to do things, that are interested and curious and want to explore and do things in dynamic ways. And we've had the opportunity to do that on a number of occasions with you, and so we really appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, Jamie, it's you and I have had this conversation, but it's important that the person who runs our Sister Cities program knows and understands that the work that you do, the work that we do with you, the work that you do with One Columbus and the work that we all do together is important from the standpoint that Columbus is an international city, and that we need to continue to grow that footprint across the globe. We have 10 sister cities and growing, and we have a community that is international, and we have a community that needs to look beyond our borders here in Franklin County, but beyond the borders of our state and beyond the borders of our country, to continue to do business, and that we need to be able to sell our companies and our community, and we need to be able to recognize that we have businesses here that have home offices in our sister cities throughout the globe, and that we need to be able to communicate with them, do business with them, Foreign direct investment is not a dirty word, and we need to be able to seek business to come here and do business here as well. Sister Cities was born as a cultural and educational organization, but the Sister Cities organization of today is not just that. And you have embodied that since you took over as the head of Columbus Sister Cities. And you work well in coordination not only with us as public sector leaders, but you also work well with our economic development community here in Columbus and Franklin County. And so, you know, when we do these trips, as Commissioner Crawley has pointed out, we aren't just going to learn about the culture and the educational systems and educational organizations of our counterparts throughout the globe. We are going to do business with them. And when we go on these trips, we aren't just visiting. We are working, and we have been. You know, when you travel with Jamie, you know, it's a slog. As it is,
incredible opportunity for expansion.
As it is when you travel with one Columbus.
Yeah.
You know, when I travel with Deb Shearer, who I just had the pleasure of spending some time with the other day, late last week. When you travel with Deb, when you travel with Jamie, it is exhausting, and so when you have folks come in here and you question the trips that we do and why we do them, I don't have any problem having that conversation with anybody at any time, and defending that international economic development. It is hard work, and I enjoy doing it, but I also enjoy the benefit that it derives on behalf of this community. The day's going to come when I'm going to choose not to do it anymore because I'm getting to the point in my life when, you know, that travel it's very exhausting, and it takes a lot. It takes a lot away from my family, and so, but it's exciting. You know, the work that we do on behalf of this community is exciting. And it's rewarding for the residents of Franklin County. So we appreciate all that you're doing. We appreciate the work that you do with our economic development department.
Thank you. They're great partners to us, and I would be remiss if I didn't recognize that we are a small two-person team at Sister Cities, and our program manager, Kelly Matthews, is here as well today. And we would not work nor be on time to anything in any country without her diligent and hard work. So.
Jamie likes to remind me that my daughter is her favorite O'Grady, clearly since she didn't sing to me last week on my birthday. But that's okay, because I always like to remind Jamie that Kelly's my favorite member of the Sister Cities team. So,
duly noted, Commissioner. Any
Teasing,
other questions
teasing.
that I can answer on behalf of the work that we do each and every day? Thank you for your support.
Well, I do. If you could just speak briefly about the what is it called? The not rise circles. What is circles?
Sure.
Yeah, and how that work is impactful and gives opportunities for community members.
I am so proud of our Circle program, which stands for Creating International Relationships Through Cultural Leadership Education. It is an economic development workforce program where we partner with young professionals who are on the cusp of the next big thing in their career to work on their personal leadership skills, to expose them to components in our community that perhaps they haven't had the chance to experience yet. But in addition to that, to really foster an understanding of the global community in which tomorrow's leaders are going to need to operate. And so this year will mark our 5th class of Circle Fellows, which is incredibly exciting. When you write a program in the middle of COVID, you're not quite sure what that's going to look like. And each and every year we have had to turn away more applicants than we take, which is an extraordinary statement about the quality of the workforce here in Franklin County, but also about, kind of where I see this community continuing to grow. Those Those individuals go through 4 weekends of intense training with my team, and then at the end of the 4th weekend, they find out which of the 10 sister cities they'll be traveling to on an economic development focused delegation. They'll travel to that sister city, they meet with leadership, they go through a variety of exercises. Some of our Circle Fellows are in the audience today, where they have to navigate as someone trying to do business in a community that is different than their own. And then they work on a policy project, and Kelly has brought with us today the last policy project that was done by Circle 4, which focused on apprenticeship education and all of the ways land use and how we evolve as communities during their delegation to Odense, Denmark. So there is a lot of exciting things happening, I think, both for this organization, but the caliber of the candidates that we receive just continues to astonish the folks that are doing the selection process, and it's been really fun to witness that their continued growth. I will say over 80% of our fellows either take on new roles and responsibilities or get new jobs after completing the program, and we're really proud of all of them. They make us great every day.
How many are in the cohort this year?
6.
6. Wow, wonderful.
So we keep it very small, so we can keep it very intense and focused on their personal development.
Wonderful. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. If there are no additional comments or questions, move for approval resolution 21126.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21126 has been adopted.
Thank you. All right, Human Resources.
Resolution number 21226, resolution authorizing a contract modification between Franklin County and OptumRx, PB of Illinois Incorporated, to increase the not-to-exceed amount of the current contract in the amount of $1,950,000.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jody Leese, Assistant Director of HR over Benefits and Wellness. This resolution authorizes a modification to the OptumRx contract. It increases the not-to-exceed amount by $550,000, as well as authorizes the county administrator to sign the contract documents. This modification is needed to accommodate higher than anticipated program usage and revisions in the clinical management program costs. Pending any questions, I request approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of resolution 21226.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21226 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Justice Policy and Programs.
Resolution number 21326, resolution authorizing a modification to the contract agreement with the Community, Refugee, and Immigration Services through the FY 2024 Services Training Officers Prosecutors Violence Against Women Act Block Subgrant Grant Program for an increase of $5,328.50 for a revised total of $30,328.50.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration. Ernest Stockton, Director of OJPP, Justice Policy and Programs. This resolution, Commissioners, this here is a modification to the contract agreement with Community, Refugee, and Immigration Services. This modification award would give an increase of $5,328.50, bringing the new contract to total from $25,000 to $30,328.50. Given the availability of unallocated funds, the desire for this increase is to continue to support the limited English proficient survivors by providing culturally and linguistically appropriate support for survivors of domestic violence, dating violence, stalking, and sexual assault to be completed in the extension period of the grant. Pending any questions, I ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of resolution 21326.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting. Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21326 has been adopted. Resolution number 21426, resolution authorizing a modification to the contract agreement with Ethiopian Tewahedo Social Services through the FY 2024 Services Training Officers Prosecutors Violence Against Women Act Block Subgrant Grant Program in the amount of $38,178.51.
Commissioners, this resolution also seeks to modify the contract agreement with Ethiopian Tewahedo Social Services for the fiscal year 2024. This would give the availability of the unallocated funds for the purpose of increasing support, service, and advocating for the immigrant and refugee survivors of domestic violence to be completed in the extension of the period of the grant. And the VAWA RPU block extension is through May 31st, 2026 for both of the subrecipients. Pending any questions, I humbly ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 21426.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21426 has been adopted.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Purchasing.
Resolution number 21526, resolution approving purchases for various Franklin County agencies in the amount of $962,289.38.
Good morning, Commissioners and County Administration. Megan Perry-Ballinier, Director of Purchasing. This resolution requests your approval of 85 purchase orders. The County Auditor has pre-certified available funding, and pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval of this resolution.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 21526.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21526 has been adopted. Resolution number 21626, resolution approving one purchase for the Franklin County Public Defender Agency in the amount of $50.
Commissioners, as stated, this resolution requests your approval of one purchase order. Funding has been pre-certified. Pending any questions, I respectfully request your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 21626.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21626 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. To the Board of Commissioners.
Resolution number 21726, resolution authorizing the county administrator to perform certain administrative functions.
Good morning, Commissioners. Chris Long, Deputy County Administrator. This resolution is primarily in the human resources space. It allows the county administrator to sign contracts that approve services, supplies, products for recruitment, training, and hiring and other personnel-related matters in an amount not to exceed $110,000. It authorizes the county administrator, consistent with prior approved resolutions, to sign applications to bind insurance coverage, and consolidates a number of the county administrator responsibilities under personnel functions. And if there are certain changes where certain policies are removed or changed or abolished, would, with the approval of the county prosecutor and the director of human resources, and with notice to the commissioners, would allow that to move forward. Pending any questions, would recommend your approval.
There are no comments or questions. Move for approval of Resolution 21726.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21726 has been adopted. Resolution number 21826, resolution reappointing William P. DeMora to the Board of Directors of the Greater Columbus Sports Commission.
Good morning, Commissioners, County Administration. Michael Ruhrman, Assistant Director of Community Appointments. This resolution seeks to reappoint William P. DeMora, a member in good standing, to the Board of Directors of the Greater Columbus Sports Commission for a term ending March 2nd, 2029. Pending any questions, we respectfully ask for your approval.
If there are no comments or questions, move for approval of Resolution 21826.
Second.
Moved and seconded, voting, Commissioner Crawley.
Yes.
Commissioner O'Grady.
Yes.
Resolution number 21826 has been adopted.
Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any journalizations?
We have two. Case number ANX 826, an expedited type 2 annexation petition. ANX 826 was filed with the Franklin County Economic Development and Planning Department on March 31st, 2026. The petition is requesting to annex 68.4 acres, more or less, from Brown Township to the city of Hilliard. The petition will be considered by the Board of Commissioners on May 12th, 2026. The sites are 7345 Hayden Run Road, PID number 120-000231, and Hayden Run Road, PID number 120-000233. And the documents presented today have been sent to you today, have been sent to your offices via email and are being journalized in accordance with the following resolutions. Resolution number 39224, intergovernmental agreements. Resolution number 85525, no cost amendments. Resolution number 89125, subscriptions and leases. Resolution number 89225, lien releases. The clerk's office has tracked Each contract signed by the county administrator under these authorities as required by the resolutions, and the list today will be provided in the meeting minutes.
Thank you. We are adjourned.
Happy Tuesday.
CODA, or not CODA.